Yeah, Kid Omega is Marvel Snap's newest card, and I think he might be Omega busted. I'm absolutely sure, though, that he is Omega expensive. My God, I spent like $100 on this card today to buy him early from the new shop in the new game mode High Voltage Overdrive. He costs 50,000 volts, which I think is basically impossible to get just by playing. Functionally impossible, if not literally, because there's only like a 9-day window or something, 8-day window to play the game mode. So if you want to buy him early, you can. No one wants to spend that much money on a single card, though. I did it because, you know, of course I'm making videos. It's part of my job. But man, it is crazy. Even more expensive than normal Series 5 cards, I think, which is absurd. But please complain about that in the comments below, because this is just not sustainable for the average player. So let's cause a ruckus. Cause a ruckus in the comments below. In the meantime, I'm going to talk about the card in this deck because Kid Omega actually seems kind of scary good in this deck with Shuri and Nimrod. So you play Shuri on 4, you play Nimrod on 5. Nimrod goes up to 12 power. That is immediately destroyed by Kid Omega with this activate ability, which means Kid Omega goes to 213. Already a monster 2-drop. That's crazy. He also basically spawns you an extra Nimrod, because otherwise you wouldn't be killing this Nimrod on turn 5 normally. That kind of gives you another extra 12 power, which makes Kid Omega functionally a 225, which is just obscene. And then we also have Elixir now, makes a lot more sense in this deck, because suddenly you have a reliable way to destroy something on turn 5 for this to go off on 6. Elixir also now summons a 12 power Nimrod, making him like a 215 in this deck, which is just absurd, dude. Like, you can get some crazy Nimrods going in this deck with all these different little pairs. We've also, you know, just got supporting pieces here. I don't even know if you need Destroyer anymore with all this, but yeah, he's in there. Symbiote Spider-Man, another way to get big Nimrods, although not as good with Kid Omega. Maybe still a good option to have in case you don't hit Kid Omega. And, you know, the other Destroyers to copy your Nimrods, or just pop off with your Buckies and Wolverines and so on. And yeah, this deck felt pretty great. I don't actually have my data because Untapped isn't tracking. I guess probably because it's a new card or something, or they maybe weren't expecting it to come out today. I'm not sure. But no data on my stats, but it felt good. And when it wins crazy big. And it's like actually sometimes hard to counter because stuff like Shang-Chi just doesn't work against Nimrod. So I don't know. I'm almost worried this card's going to be too good, which is just going to create a real haves and have-nots and magnify the frustration I think people are already feeling regarding the cost of this card. And that is just further disaster waiting to happen. So, you know, I don't think this list is perfectly refined. It definitely had some games where it fell flat. Maybe it needs another kind of consistent backup plan in case you don't hit Nimrod. It felt really weak in those scenarios. So hopefully, you know, that's a sign that this deck does have some weaknesses and does not become super good on the back of Kid Omega and Elixir finally being powerful, amazing enablers that push this deck to the next level. I hope I'm kind of wrong and this isn't Omega busted, because that would be Omega bad for the game as far as I'm concerned. So I don't know. Scary potential. The ceiling on this card's crazy high. Let's just hope the data shakes out into a more reasonable spot in the meantime. But you're certainly going to see some silly numbers and some big plays off of Kid Omega in this video. Hey, I love the hand. Uatu is my opponent too. That's fun. Oh yeah, dude. Show me a Shuri Nimrod, man. It's only a 3-card combo, but and it's actually in a good order too. Like, you know, so like you only need 2 of the cards late, but it's still pretty hard to actually get Omega, Shuri, and Nimrod together. You know, thankfully the deck doesn't have to have Kid Omega, but it is weirdly difficult to find all 3. The opponent loves Mirror Island, or maybe they're running Uatu. They've seen something here they love. What could it be? Nexus. It could be ongoings are doubled. Oh no, they just got Mind Stone on 1. That's all it is. Just kidding. Mind Stone on 1 they love. Well, yeah, but we got Kid Omega on 2. He's pay to win. We can't lose. I spent $100 on this card. I can't lose. It's impossible. Strange Supreme eating up all their dudes is gonna really stick a lot of power right for them, which is sometimes exploitable, right? Sometimes that's fine. More ag would be super annoying for us. Maybe we can get around it okay. Give me Shuri on 4! I don't have anywhere to put a symbiote Spider-Man, so I can't do symbiote Spider-Man Nimrod. I mean, is it worth not playing a Deathlock just to potentially keep a symbiote Spider-Man Nimrod line open? I mean, the odds of hitting exactly those two are so insanely slim that it's not worth it, I don't think. But bro, they are going big already. Strange is gonna eat up some space, so they don't mind. I like it. Just getting all your buffs out. It's smart. Tons of cards in hand anyway. Just getting fat over here, dude. Don't turn into Morag. Don't draw symbiote Spider-Man. Shuri. Oh my god, dude. Can we get the Nimrod? It's a 1 in 5. It's not crazy. 20% of the time. Come on, dude. That'd give us a 13 power Nimrod. Oh, that'd be beautiful. I don't actually know what we do if we don't. I guess we maybe go... I guess you go Wolverine Venom, but you're not pumped about it. Then you get an elixir, but you don't know what you get back. I mean, they're all at least like 3 power, but they're not very good. Gamora hits. Okay. Is that in their deck? That's actually pretty sick. I'm gonna draw cards! Nimrod! I get 3 cards! I gotta hit a Nimrod! Come on, it's a 1 in 3 now. Come on, please. Please. Please! Oh! Game-saving plays, dude. That Asgard, dude. He's activated. Okay. Nimrod sends him around, and then we just... I don't even know, dude. We got Elixir. We got Carnage. We got Venom. We got options, dude. I kind of wish I had another 2-cost Destroyer so I could go, like... Venom, Carnage, and Elixir. I don't even know what we're going to want. I just don't even know. Got to figure out where all these numbers are going. Quantum Realm, that's honestly pretty okay for us. Yeah, we don't really mind that too much. Particularly Elixir's good there. It kind of hurts the opponent more than it hurts us. So Nimrod's at 12. Kid Omega's still at 17, by the way. But the opponent does have plays left. They could do like Shang-Chi left. They have priority, so Elixir left is not especially good in that regard. Destroyer here... There's only 1 Nimrod right, 1 Nimrod mid. That just doesn't feel that good, right? I think it's this into this. Better than Elixir, right? Well, Carnage and Elixir are kind of the same, actually. Depends on where you want the power to be. Here, I mean, this feels... like I'm going to have a Venom and a Nimrod. We're basically saying right is going to lose no matter what. Do 2 Nimrods win left? 24? Not if they Shang-Chi the Kid Omega. You only go to 29 and they have 32. Ever a world where you do this into this? No, it still doesn't help. The Kid Omega is just too exposed in that case. I guess it's this, but I mean, this is definitely losable. We're not that strong, right? And Shang-Chi left beats us. I don't think Thanos left beats us, though. I think we're actually fine on Thanos left. We're going to 44. And actually, Strange could make them even smaller. Oh, no, he can't. There's nothing left there. So, no, we're fine, though. We're going to win. 46 to 45. Yeah, dude, this is sick. This is great. We basically have, like... Oh, we did have one to eat. What was that? What was that? I thought that was the... What was that? Is that a generated card still? Oh, it's something off Shauna. Oh, Shauna, I guess. Yeah, I forgot Shauna. No stones. But, oh, yeah, the yeah. So extra win there. Yeah, Shang-Chi would have beat us, but this is fine. So basically, the Kid Omega here, like, buys you an extra Nimrod, right? Because if you don't have Kid Omega, you're eating the first Nimrod on 6, who turns into 2, and then you eat another Nimrod that turns into 3. But we have 4 Nimrods. So we have an extra Nimrod, and we have Kid Omega himself, who is 18, but really like 13 because of the Nimrods you're eating, right? So you get a 213 that's actually kind of a 225 because you have an entire extra Nimrod here, which is just ridiculous power output, right? Like, just crazy power output. Yeah, no, that's... Boy, when that hits, that is something else, dude. That is a big time hit. That's crazy. Okay, let's actually sit on Nova. That's fine. Kid Omega, I don't want to buff probably because number one, it would be amazing on a Nimrod. Number two, he is even more exposed to Shadow King in that case with him gaining the stats. Savage Land honestly makes her a decent, just like give me a Nova Carnage turn 3, you know? That might be okay. To me, Spider-Man's gonna be hard to use. A lot of Raptors, and Kid Omega is not good with him either. And Aunt May's, of course, now he goes into one of those two spots specifically. Shuri. Ooh. Shuri's nice, yeah. Yeah, let's sit for now, dude. I feel bad like floating so much sometimes, but I think it's right. So if we go for Shuri left, which is where we would often want the Nimrod to be, I guess, you just kind of waste the Shuri, but like the Aunt May's, but it's fine, whatever. Need Nimrod here though, dude. 1 and 5 is not ideal. If not, I guess we could go Symbiote Spider-Man. And then I don't even know. I guess Symbiote Spider-Man Venom is interesting, but how do you win another spot? I don't know. Without Nimrod, it's tough to win another spot. Bucky, the other cards that give you power in this deck are really like Bucky, Wolverine, you know, Deathlock's decent tempo. But you do really want to hit Nimrods in this deck. This is definitely one of those lists where you gotta like snap on your Nimrods and chill when you don't hit them. Mind Stone was their best hit, I guess. Their Raptors would have been a much worse draw later if they redraw that. Nimrod! Nimrod me! We're so good at the video game. It's actually insane how good at this video game we are. I gotta be really mindful of Mojo World though, dude. Like that's actually sometimes a little weird with Venoms and stuff. Like Venom definitely can't go there and Carnage can't go there. I guess we're playing like Venom Elixir actually. So Elixir could go there if we think we're gonna be strong enough to win. Oh, well, we're also just gonna have a Nimrod there right now. So I guess that actually makes life weird. We actually kind of have too many cards in Mojo World because we're only, well, I guess maybe what we could do is Venom mid and Elixir left, right? That would send another Nimrod right. Yeah, that'll be fine. Venom mid and Elixir left. Yeah, that'll work. That does actually change our Mojo World planning a little bit, I guess. Yeah, now we gotta figure, now we can go Elixir right, I guess. Or maybe it doesn't matter because they changed out Mojo World, who cares? Did they get the White Hot Room activation, or was that card already considered cleared by the time it... I'm sure they got it. Usually those things are pretty favorable. Okay, yeah. So now it's more about just power distribution and where we want power to be. I mean, the good news is we're strong across the field. They have priority, which makes me think they're either gonna like Shang-Chi right, but if they Shang-Chi right, I could just punish that with like a Venom here, you know? So Venom goes off. You got Nimrod, Kid Omega, Shuri. They Shang-Chi. Nimrod comes back. So I guess I would lose a little bit of effectiveness. But this is, in other words, I don't think I play the Nova, right? Because there's weird scenarios where I don't have space. I don't have space for him there. I guess I always technically have space for him, right? Don't I? Because only one Nimrod goes here. If they like Shang-Chi, I guess he always has space right. I don't think there's any world where we need this space right. I mean, weirdness like Magneto or something, but like under normal circumstances, I think it should be fine. I'm sure there's like Shadow King plays here, but man, I don't even know. That's like, boy, does that even win? Like, we're just so strong across the field here. Like, look at that left, dude. My God, please Shang-Chi me, bro. All Valkyrie is basically Shadow King, yeah, but that's... I don't... Maybe they thought they had priority because... well, not even, no, that doesn't even, I don't know. I don't think there's any priority lines that change the outcome of this game because this is just insane. It's just a ridiculous amount of power. And remember, this was actually gigantic as well. We were going to also win mid on numbers other than Valkyrie, so... just ridiculous power distribution here. Elixir is now a 215. Kid Omega is effectively a 225 because he gives you an extra Nimrod and he's 13 power, dude. This deck has a 225 and a 215. Yeah, Editor Regis here. I noticed while watching, I think it's actually a better play to Elixir first and then Venom that Elixir location so that Venom eats 2 of the giant Nimrods. Definitely a little more susceptible to stuff like Goliath if you're worried about that, but otherwise I think just a higher output play than what I was doing here. As you see, though, either one works. They're both very big and very awesome. Okay, I mean, yeah, honestly, we could try to get Raft done here. Find a cheap Carnage or something and just blow it up early. Not my favorite thing in the world to do, but it's not bad. Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, we're not going to be done on 3, but... Oh, they're not either. So turn 4 is looking actually pretty good, yeah. Could even play something else somewhere else here this turn. It'll be like Kid Omega or whatever. Oh my god, dude. I just keep talking about the greatest things happening. I mean, I guess he's here, fine here, but I'm thinking a little bit about positioning around like Destroyers and Nimrods. There's a few weird things happening. I got to make sure things are kind of in the right spots. I don't know. It's so hard to predict that far ahead, particularly when you don't know which cards you're going to have. It's a really tough prediction. Shuri's lab is actually like, boy, you normally really want to play this on turn 4, but with Kid Omega you don't actually have to, because if you draw Nimrod, you can play Shuri on 5 and Nimrod on 6 and still get a good Nimrod. We also have Shuri's lab, so we could just skip Shuri. But anyway, this is a good Raft hit, we hope. They can definitely finish Raft this turn between a skill and a 3-drop, but at least we're matching. Onslaught, I mean, not great. Widow denied, that's pretty small. Negasonic, totally fine. I mean, we kind of lose a Carnage buff sometimes we keep it. We keep it. That Negasonic just made us better, dude. That's sick. That's so good. Thank you, Negasonic, for making us 2 power stronger. And we are just really hammering left, okay? Cool. Oh my god, I think we just go for the turn 6 Nimrod, right? Just Nimrod and Onslaught next turn, right? Yeah, we gotta try it. I don't know, dude. It seems very cool. I don't know if it's actually the best hit, because if you get a Venom, you love Venom so much that if you drew exactly Venom, I think it'd be better to do Nimrod now and Venom next turn. I don't have a second Destroyer, so we wouldn't be able to chain very effectively. Elixir's gonna revive something, dude. Oh no. No! Oh no, I have space for exactly Nimrod. That's fine. I was gonna play Onslaught there too, but this is fine. This is fine. So Kid Omega into Nimrod, and then I guess you just dump an Onslaught for free, right? This is insane, dude, if this goes off. Oh, we have priority. It's going off for sure. This is now a 24 power Nimrod. So 24 plus 8 mid and 24 left for just... You can't Shang-Chi. You can Shadow King, I guess, but Shang-Chi's not going to do anything. Fenris Wolf's going to hit an Elixir, which is also not going to do anything, I guess, for them, I don't think. So we're losing right, but I mean, surely to God, we're winning left and mid, we think. Surely to God, we're winning left and mid, we think. Did I do it in the right order? I did, okay. Oh. Wait, they only went to 12? Am I high? Oh, maybe the, maybe the Shuri's lab didn't get time to connect, right? Maybe Kid Omega destroyed it first, huh? Bro. The Shang-Chi Fenris Wolf, by the way, on the Nimrod is still pretty sick for the record. Huh, I really thought, we didn't play another, did we play them in the wrong order or anything? No, we played it right? It was just Shuri into Nimrod. We floated one each turn. The Gladiator doesn't interrupt or anything, so it must just be the Shuri's lab because it's after you play a card here. But I guess Kid Omega destroys it before the after gets to that phase, right? They got the Nimrod at 24 instead of wait, this Nimrod's 24 though. Oh, well, wait, what? Why is this Nimrod 24? I guess in the graveyard he must have been 24. Because otherwise they would have resurrected a Kid Omega if he was 12, right? So that's actually a crazy interaction. When I destroyed him, he's still at 12 from Shuri, but not 24 from Shuri's lab. So Kid Omega comes in after Shuri, before Shuri's lab, but then the Nimrod in the graveyard, I guess, still sees Shuri's lab in the graveyard and goes to 24. Because that was destroyed by Kid Omega, not by Shang-Chi, Fenris Wolf sees him as 24 in the graveyard and resurrects him at 24. Even though Shang-Chi only killed, Kid Omega still put Nimrod in the pool. This is a copy, not a resurrection, right? These are copies over here, not resurrections. So he's still in the graveyard. So that's a crazy interaction. All right, we got Nimrod. Can we get a, well, I got an Elixir's pretty cool too. Can we get a freaking Kid Omega? deck has, I think basically turn 2 and turn 3 where you're most excited to play the Kid Omega. On turn 4, you're hoping to find Shuri by that stage, right? Turn 5, you're hoping to do Nimrod stuff. So, you know, if you don't hit a Shuri by 4, I mean, a Kid Omega on 4 would still be fine, I guess. Just like I think Deathlock is fine. Especially when you have 2 turn 6 eaters anyway, right? You can still do some fun stuff here. So Shuri is still the home run hit here. Symbiote Spider-Man's the next best hit. Both are actually good. Both are about the same, really, effectively. Okay, this is what he's going here. So this gives us Nimrod. This would have been a great Kid Omega game. Well, no, Kid Omega and Symbiote Spider-Man are actually a little weirder together. They're kind of hard. Their timing doesn't exactly work out as well. I guess it's just Nimrod though here, isn't it, man? It's pretty good. I mean, Destroyer. I mean, Destroyer mid with the symbiotes, just 21 here, and then you're gonna have 13. Well, you're really gonna have 21 and 13, I guess. Better. Well, no, actually, no. Venom Carnage is just better, isn't it? Oh yeah, it's just way better. Venom Carnage is better. Maybe we'll find a Nova to go with it. Nimrod for the opponent as well. Did they also buy Kid Omega already? What a baller if they did, dude. It's expensive, bro. Oh my god, we actually hit the Nova. What's the right way to do this? I never know the right way to do this. I think since they have, well, they have a Nimrod here, but their Nimrod's not necessarily where the power is gonna be, is it? This sends over 13, so we're really big mid, and then this sends 13 back, so there's 6 and 13 here, plus whatever Nova is. I think that's probably okay, right? Like, I think you want the... I mean, whatever. We're way bigger than them. It shouldn't really matter, right? I think it's still fine. It's scary. He's like, wait a minute. We're working with the other two, so it doesn't matter. Venom locking into stats mid means your distribution of Symbiote Spider-Mans is always fine here. It's a little spooky, but you basically get like a Symbiote Spider-Man everywhere this way. Oh my god, no, I forgot about Asteroid M. No! 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 Okay, Nimrod's a good start, but Mindscape is not great. I mean, if we get a Kid Omega and can just do this on 5 anyway, it won't really matter much. Like, you know, just get everything done before it matters anyway. I mean, we honestly might be right, too, to just, like, rip some Venoms and Elixirs and stuff here. Is Asteroid M the featured location? No, it's Monday. There's no featured location. Crazy Regis. Do we just do this into Elixir, man? It's so weird. Elixir Kid Omega, Elixir Bucky. I mean, there's a couple curve hits here. Shuri would just go that route. I mean, we're not going to have these cards later if Mindscape hits, which it may not because Merlin, but you never know with Merlin. Like, it could not. They could choose to, could choose not to. It just depends. So I'm just going to play for tempo in the meantime, right? Like, let's just play for tempo. They are very exhausted. They keep doing the morph breath emote for some reason. They're feeling exhausted by my moves, dude. I don't know why. Kid Omega. Yes. It gives us a good Nimrod. So we're gonna get either a Wolverine. Actually, I don't think we can ever get Wolverine, right? I think we always get a Nova here. I don't want to make sure I have like space everywhere. Maybe I'll play Nimrod here so that he goes there and there and we have more space that way. Yeah, that seems right. I mean, I'm sure they're going to turn off Mindscape, so in some ways we might be making ourselves a little weaker, but that's okay. There, they turn it off. Okay, so now we have better decision making, technically. Oh my god. No! No! Let people have fun, Marvel Snap! I swear to god, they just don't want anyone having fun! So I've decided that's the only logical explanation. There's no fun to be had. Well, now I need Bucky for Kid Omega realistically, right? Sadly, I can only play one card, which sucks. I don't know how to win only playing one card. There's no good, I don't know, like compound locking us out, you know, it's really hurt us here. I wish they wanted the game to be fun. I guess Venom is gonna move right. I don't know how that really changes anything here, but I don't hate it because it seems like they're currently really invested in left and we're just not at all invested in left, so it kind of helps. Not my beautiful pig again, sir. No, no, no. Shuri pig. No, Shuri Pig, that's very expensive. Oh my god, we actually hit Bucky though. This is kind of nice. Dude, this might actually make the difference here. Shuri Pig, do you trust 14 here? I mean, it feels like to me like a lot of their power. Wait, I thought I activated. Am I high? Thing is so finicky sometimes. 14, I mean, I think I trust 14, right? I'm more worried about this because cards want to move here. The Ultron Stones admittedly don't, though. They could go Ultron Stones here, like to summon dudes. But 14 is a bigger lead than 12 anyway, right? I'm up 12 right now. It is only 2 spots. There are more spots available here. I mean, maybe just a little bit of a spread is fine. I guess we could do this technically, as weird as this looks. Like maybe a little bit of a spread is fine. This gives a little extra power to Kid Omega and spreads the power just a little bit. Oh, but Shuri's gonna move right though, so it's kind of the same difference. I mean, I guess it does give extra power to Kid Omega again though. They did go really hard mid, which makes me super nervous. I guess we really could only put Ham there if we wanted an extra dude there. Cersei in hand. Okay, that's a big power spike sometimes. Okay, don't be the... Oh, they went the route we went. Oh, that's good news. That's great news. We got big right. Okay, I think we're fine, right? There's just no way. There's enough here, right? Okay. Nice, dude. Woo! They went big right. It's good we went big right, dude. Okay. I guess Shuri getting pulled doesn't actually matter, nor did Kid Omega getting buffed extra. He got 1 extra power and Shuri's 3 extra. It's 4. We still would have won 20 to 18. Pretty good combo for them from the stones though. Like they had good stones. Okay, Wolverine into Deathlock is actually just fine, I think. We can do that. Ooh, Elixir shows up. I haven't gotten a Kid Omega and an Elixir yet. That'd be cool. Shuri with no Nimrod right now. Not too exciting. I wonder if I could ever win a game with just Shuri Destroyer, dude. That'd be so sick. Like Shuri on 5 and then just 32 power Destroyer, bro. That'd be fun. You'd have to have a lot of stuff out in the meantime though. Like Wolverine, I don't think would ever really carry. Bucky plus Wolverine plus Nova type thing, maybe. They're giving me a Gorgon that costs more, and that's kind of funny and rude, isn't it? Okay, Shuri into Symbiote Spider-Man is actually a really cool little line that's possible thanks to Elysium. It's not great with Destroyer for the record because those stats risk getting destroyed too easily. If we drew a Nimrod, you know, we could still do that. That's fine. But if we don't, we can do Symbiote Spider-Man and just take a reroll on the Shuri basically, and then do it again. That would be best with Venom probably. So you could lock in the stats, otherwise you're gonna risk losing those stats. Red Guardian hits a Wolverine. That's not really too bad. Better than a Nimrod for sure. Still no Nimrod to speak of though. Okay. Yeah. I will say like Destroyer on 5 into Elixir's kind of cool, but it's just one of your cards, so we couldn't really control what it was, I guess. Well, no, actually we could. We could put Destroyer right and only destroy mid. Huh. Okay, this is an interesting little thing. I gotta think about this a little bit, dude. Did we just play Destroyer right? That does waste the Shuri buff again, though. Like, we talked about winning that Shuri buff, you know? But I can't just do... We need Nimrod, really, is what I still want. Like, Nimrod's the home run here, but... Oh my god, Nimrod, okay. So we roll again here. We Nimrod here. Elixir's just dying, though, dude. Like, if I were to do Destroyer... I could get a 32 power Destroyer like this, obviously. Or I could do Destroyer here, destroy this combo, right? Then like Elixir left and like play a Nimrod behind it. And then if I also got a Carnage, I could even Carnage that Nimrod. This is a really weird line because we're kind of wasting the Symbiote Spider-Man, but we're setting up to make a good Elixir, basically, is what's happening. Oh no! That ruins a lot of our stuff, although we do get a 32 power Destroyer, I guess. That's pretty cool. Like, at the same time, that does ruin our curve, though, because now we can't Elixir and Nimrod. We could do Elixir Rhino, I guess. That's still pretty good. 12 power Rhino. It's not bad, actually. Plus, of course, you're just getting the symbiote Spider-Man itself, right? Like, there's two upsides there. Like, if you trust your destroyer in particular, like if you think 34 holds, then that's fine. Oh, we even hit the Carnage. Oh my god, if they'd left up that Elysium, dude, we could have gone Elixir for 1, Nimrod for 4. It would be a 12 power Nimrod, right? Then we could Carnage it and send it over. I mean, I guess you wouldn't even maybe want to do that though, because you would also be eating your Shuri card here, right? Like that's probably worse. I mean, I guess we say destroyer holds and just win left for free, maybe. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Does like a cannonball or a nihilist or anything like that beat us? Well, certainly an acid arrow does not beat us. Okay. Certainly that doesn't beat us. That's fine. Here's that big old symbiote Spider-Man, and here's a big old Rhino to boot. Nice, dude. Yeah, that's actually a very cool win. Or like a very cool line, you know? Like this is not a line we're typically gonna run into or anything, but like saving the on reveal here for later this is like a cool Elixir sideways win. I don't know, not what we want, not what we expect, but just finding cool outs is pretty fun, I gotta say. Ooh, okay, good start, dude. Kid Omega makes me always excited. Yeah, figure I'm gonna learn how to position all my cards in this deck eventually, but it's not right now. I think we decided Shuri away from Kid Omega is generally the idea. Is that what we said? That sounds kind of right, but now I can't remember. Shuri away from Kid Omega? Why was that? I don't know if it really matters too much. Venom, there's a weirdness with Destroyer and Kid Omega together, I guess. That's maybe part of the reason. Do I want Deathlock now or Symbiote Spider-Man? Symbiote Spider-Man on a... Symbiote Spider-Man being isolated for Nimrod is actually pretty important. So if I want to leave a spot for a Nimrod, I guess we would do this. This kind of wastes the Nova, I suppose, but it's fine. Nova's kind of a bonus anyway. We don't really need Nova. Effectively a 1-2 here, I guess. Silk for the opponent in Kreko. We'll go Symbiote Spider-Man. We'll hope to hit Nimrod stuff. Oh, would have preferred to get buffed, but the important thing is that it's how does this work though? Oh shoot, I haven't done Kid Omega and Symbiote Spider-Man together. I don't guess it works, does it? Now that I look at it, it just doesn't make any sense, right? Because you need a Kid Omega before it's played. Yes. Yeah, I actually needed... Well, oh no, I guess this is... Well... I mean, yeah. I mean, you're not duplicating the Symbiote Spider-Man, but I'm still getting a buffed Nimrod mid, so that if I find Carnage or Venom or decide to use a Destroyer, I guess that's still fine. Yeah, no, this is weird, but it's fine. So we're gonna just destroy the Nimrod. It's gonna go mid and right. Symbiote Spider-Man is gonna grab it mid, so it's still gonna be bigger there for a Destroyer hit. And then Kid Omega is still netting 6, which is still pretty good. And then I guess you destroy your left or right. It's definitely destroy your right. These don't make it. I mean, this is big, but it doesn't make any sense. This gets you really, really strong left and decently strong right, because you have Symbiote Spider-Man at 18, basically. You're wasting your Kid Omega. You could alternatively waste the Deathlock, but then you lose a Nimrod cycle, you know, and this actually puts you in a weird spot. I think it's definitely destroy your left. You're not really wasting Kid Omega, right? Because you just got the Nimrod out of it. Like, you already got a Nimrod copy out of it. Even if Kid Omega doesn't get stats, it still gets a crazy, you know, like just being able to activate the Nimrod already gives him a +6 effectively. He's kind of getting +12 right now as you look at it. Kiln, huh? Yeah, okay, let's sit on this Nova. Shuri, Nimrod. I haven't had that many good Destroyer lines yet. I just need to take 2 seconds and map out where to put Kid Omega if I want Destroyer. Like, you want the Destroyer on the Kid Omega. So you want to make sure if you're doing that you... Oh, sucks. If you want the Destroyer on the Kid Omega so that you don't accidentally just delete the Kid Omega stats, you want to make sure that you play the Nimrod on the Kid Omega. right? This makes sense, right? You want Nimrod on Kid Omega so that when it activates, it moves away from Kid Omega, and then Destroyer hits the Nimrods away from Kid Omega. I think that's all true. I mean, this looks just miserable. I'm thinking about going Shuri Venom, by the way. There's nothing else to do. Opponent has already snapped. I can't blame them. Nico could also be good in this deck as like a bad Kid Omega, you know? Like a 1-in-6 Kid Omega. I think she's risky otherwise, though. Dude, honestly, this is... we're still gonna have play in this game just because Shuri Nimrod's so ridiculous, you know? It's like, it's pretty good. Does not beat left, though, so we need to be mindful of that. Well, with 2 hits, it actually does beat left, I guess. If you go, Carnage Venom type stuff, it does. So Carnage right, Venom mid, maybe? That's since 24 left. It's still gonna be close with Strange Supreme, depending on what he eats. He's eating only small stones, you're usually okay, right? I think this is the best distribution of power, right? I don't know. It should be enough left. 24 is pretty good. Oh, stupid freaking Alliance, dude. No fun, dude. They just don't want you having fun in the game. Nobody gets to have fun unless you're a Thanos deck, dude. Wait, we just win anyway, maybe. No, it's so, wait, dude. Oh, it's gonna be, no, we lose a tiebreaker. Wait, if Strange eats Power Stone, we win, right? He's guaranteed to eat Power Stone. I love this so much, dude. I love it so much when the tech greedy Thanos decks just get owned by Strange Supreme, and it happens all the time, dude. It happens all the time. Oh, this tastes so sweet. Oh, I love it, dude. It was guaranteed. None of these were tokens, so it was actually just guaranteed on this. Unbelievable.